Hey everybody, Shep here. Well, today is February 26th, and you can see today's maple syrup day on the homestead. So I've got this thing. It's my homemade maple syrup evaporator. Very simple. It's we got a good boil going right now. Kind of the way I do this is this first pan doesn't usually get as hot, so I pour the sap in there first, and then gradually move it to this one, and then move it to that one. So the one back there has been boiling the longest, and you can see actually with both of these you can kind of see a color difference with that one being darker. But yeah, this is the first time I've boiled maple sap this year. Kind of hasn't really been that great a season. Normally I would have been doing it before now, but we've had a really cold winter here, and yeah, it's stayed cold longer, so I don't know. I think this week it's supposed to be, it's not supposed to get below freezing too much at night, so I don't know. This might be the only run. It might run a little bit. I don't know, but yesterday was the best that the sap had ran this year. It was, I got a couple gallons probably off of each tree. As you can see, my trees are real close here, so yeah, this is just a fun hobby. It's a camera's not really showing. It's a beautiful morning though, but yeah, I thought you guys might like to see this. I'll make some more video here after we boil it down for a while. I've got 13 gallons worth of sap, which will be the most that I've ever boiled down at one time. I don't think I've ever done more than 10 at a time before. This will be my, let's see, this will be my, I think this will be my third year using this setup. I can't remember if it's this, I think it's my third year, yeah, using this setup. So just to give you guys some perspective, 13 gallons of sap, or well, the old kind of rule of thumb is 40 gallons of sap for 1 gallon of syrup. So basically you kind of break that down. That equals, if you break it down, 10 gallons of sap would make a quart of syrup. So this ought to do, more than that, but a little bit more than a quart. But that also can depend on the time of year, the trees. There's variables to that, but that's just kind of the rule of thumb. And I like making maple syrup because it's just very simple. You just obviously collect sap and then boil it down. There's no added ingredients. It's pretty neat, really, to think of what you get out of it. But I just basically start the boil with this setup, and then eventually once we get down to, where we're getting about the amount that I think we should be getting, well, a little bit more than that, probably when I get down to like a half gallon of sap boiled all the way down, I'll take this in the house and finish it on the stove, where you've got much better control over the boil. And yeah, it's a simple process, but it's a lot of fun. I'll catch back up with you guys here in a little bit. Well, it's probably about 2 hours since I filmed that first part, and you can see it's really starting to get some color to it now. I probably need to check the fire and see about stoking it, but yeah, she's still boiling down good. I've got all but a gallon and a half of the 13 gallons I had to start with. Of course, there's, several gallons in this, but we're boiling away. Well, it's been about an hour and a half since the last update, and I'm down to 2 pans now. The first pan, I just have water in it to keep it from getting too hot, but you can see it's really consolidating down to the syrup. So this probably, in another hour, this'll probably be down to the point I would think that that I'll take it in the house. So it's just a beautiful day out here today. The sky's just pretty and birds are singing. I think everything's happy that it's almost springtime. Well, we're getting down to the last little bit now. Let this go a little bit more and then I'll take it inside and finish it up. Okay, so now I've brought it in here to finish it up on the stove. I checked it with the refractometer and it was at 50%. So for it to be syrup, it has to be between 66 and 69, with the ideal one being 66.9. It's boiling good now. Well, it's been a few days since we made the maple syrup, and I wanted to show you guys how much I ended up getting. I have 4 of these 8-ounce jars full, and then I had another one that was like halfway full that I've kind of been eating since then. So yeah, I got about 36 ounces. Of course, there's a little bit of a waste when filtering and spilling and all that fun sort of stuff. But that's how much I ended up with 13 gallons of sap. I think it turned out pretty nice. I kind of need to upgrade some filtering stuff before I do this again, but hey, I'm happy with it. I know it may seem like it's a lot of work for very little, but at the same time, and that's true, it is, but at the same time, it gave me something to do, got me outside for a little bit, and with a little bit of work, I have this to show for it. So, hope you guys like this video. Thanks everybody for watching. Thank you for the new subscribers that I keep picking up. I really appreciate it. And yeah, hope everybody out there has a good one.